Hi, my name is Rory Brennan, owner of Big Wally's Plaster Magic. I've been repairing plaster for 30 years, and I'm going to show you how to fix a hole. Now, the biggest thing about fixing plaster is preparation. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around the unthier and cut back, undercut the plaster around the hole. My favorite tool for doing that is a 6-in-1 tool. What we're doing is we're giving a place for the replacement plaster to key into, tuck in behind it. I like this the 6-in-1 tool from Hyde because the point allows me to clean out the keyways very efficiently. And this little hammerhead works. Get those nails in on the lath. I like the scraper because if there's loose material around the edges of the hole, it gets it off nice and efficiently. It's a rigid blade and it works great. Plaster repair consists of two distinct tasks. One is stability and one is cosmetic. What we're doing is this loose plaster here around the edge of every hole is loose. We're going to stabilize that. So to do that, we have to drill a hole so we can inject the conditioner to deal with the dust and the adhesive, which is going to reattach the plaster to the lath. And we do that by drilling these little 3/16" masonry holes. It's important on this loose edge to drill on every lath. You want to drill to the lath, not through the lath. Again, the object is to get the adhesive in between the plaster and lath to glue them back together. Now that we've drilled the holes and vacuumed them all out, we're going to spray the conditioner in because that binds up all the dust inside and allows the adhesive to do its job. It's good to clean up as you go. Alternative to squirting the conditioner in the holes, you can also just squirt it in like this. Now that we've conditioned the holes, we're going to spray conditioner on the lath and on the edges of the raw plaster so the surface will be prepared when we go to patch it in with our patching plaster. Now that we've done the conditioning, we're going to put the adhesive in the holes and that'll glue the plaster to the lath. We're going to listen for the amount of adhesive that goes in because we don't want to put too much in. About half a squeeze, maybe a little bit more per hole. You want to rotate it to make sure that the cartridge gets seated in that hole really well. Now that we've injected the Big Wally's Plaster Magic adhesive and we've wiped it down with a wet rag, we're going to clamp it in place until the adhesive sets. When I put the clamps in, I only bring the plaster into soft contact with the lath. You don't want to clamp it down too hard or you squeeze all the adhesive out. You want to be very careful and just not get it too tight. You don't have to put it in every hole either. Notice how the glue just squeezes out a little bit, then you stop tightening it. Now that we've finished clamping it, we're going to patch this in with the patching plaster. Hi, we're going to be mixing up some Big Wally's Plaster Repair patching plaster that is specifically formulated for repairing old plaster. It's the only one I believe that is specifically formulated for that. So, this is not just drawing compound. This is a real base coat plaster. To mix up this amount of plaster, I like to use a power mixer. Hyde makes a great one with plastic impellers. It makes it easy to clean up. The blade shape makes it mix really nicely. Thing about plaster you have to understand, it has to be the right consistency. So I like to use a margin trowel for that. Again, using the margin trowel, we use what I like to call the Goldilocks test. If it's too thin, it's going to fall off the margin trowel, and if it's too thick, it'll fall off. If it sticks like that, it's just right. That's what you want it to do. Now that we've mixed up the plaster, we're going to apply it with this Hawken trowel that we got from Hyde. You want to apply the plaster evenly, but you want to make sure that it's tucked up underneath the old plaster. You don't have to wait until the adhesive to dry to do this, to infill this with the plaster. And you notice that I'm just tucking it right in behind it. And I'm not making it up neat. After the plaster sets, I'll show you how to scrape it down and make it look good and make it ready for the second application of plaster. For going up against this wooden corner bead, you want to put the plaster on the toe and just kind of slide it right in. Ideally speaking, you want to make this patching plaster half the thickness of the old plaster. And you'll fill it out the rest of the way when you put on the second layer of plaster. What we're going to do is we're going to be applying this plaster, this patching plaster, in 2 layers. We're taking the first one half the thickness, the second one will fill it out flush. The reason you do that is that you don't have to put on we don't want to put the first layer on too thick. Next thing we have to do is we have to run some scratches. What you want to do is you want to leave a rough surface so the second layer of plaster can grab onto it. If you don't happen to have a scarifier, you can just kind of pat the surface with a trowel, and that will leave enough texture for the next layer of plaster to grab onto. Now that we've let the base coat, our first scratch coat, harden for 2 hours, now we go back and we'll scrape it down and apply the second layer of plaster. We want to scrape around the perimeter because that's going to be our bearing surface when we put our final coat of plaster on. Now we're going to go through the field and just knock off the high points. Now it's time to start with our second layer of plaster. What you need to do is you need to use the edge of the old plaster as your running screed, so you make sure that the new plaster comes up to that full thickness. But also remember that this isn't the final coat of plaster. I mean, this isn't the final coat. It's the final coat of plaster, but what we're going to do is, it's going to be a little rough, and what we'll do is we'll scrape down the high points and put a final layer of joint compound over the whole thing. Now that we've finished the second layer of base coat plaster, we're going to let that harden off for a couple hours. Then we're going to scrape down around the perimeter, scrape down the bead, and scrape off the high points. Then what we'll do is we'll come back and we'll put on 3 thin layers of joint compound to take care of the cosmetic imperfections. And they're really nice to have a wide knife to do that. Now Hyde makes a flexible 10-inch knife that works just perfect for doing these areas like this. You can get a really nice stroke, and it puts on a lot of mud and takes it off. So I would recommend that.